Hello, little witchlings and princelings. It's been a while, but welcome to our 5th Sidequest episode.
Fifth?
Yay!
Fifth.
5th!
My gosh. Look at us. I'm so proud of us.
Yeah, we're back. We have new hair. We're on video. You might have not seen us in about a month, but we're back. And hopefully not going anywhere again anytime soon.
I was just going to say, we have this rare window where neither of us are sick or dealing with crisis or whatever has been popping up for the
It's
last couple
been
months.
a intense, crazy, painful month, and we kind of left y'all in the dark in terms of where we've been and just ghosted you, and we're sorry, but we're back, and hopefully better than ever. Because we might have a mentee bee if anything else happens.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Now, if you missed our reveal a month ago, our 5th side quest is Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry.
Her debut fantasy novel, because she is very much a contemporary romance writer.
Yes. We were very excited to get into it. It's been buzzing all over Book Talk. And from the moment I heard about it, I could not wait to get my hands on it.
Mm-hmm. And what better time to do it with her new one coming out? Really?
Exactly. It's perfect timing. So, a little summary of Shield of Sparrows. It's a slow burn, high stakes romantasy, perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros, where enemies become lovers, monsters stalk a cursed realm, and a forgotten princess finds the strength to tear off her crown and become the warrior she was never meant to be. If you know us, you know why we chose this book.
Yeah, it's a little on the nose.
The gods sent monsters to the 5 kingdoms to remind mortals they must kneel. I've spent my life kneeling to their will and to my father's. As a princess, my only duty is to wear the crown and obey the king. I was never meant to rule, never meant to fight, and I was never supposed to be the daughter who sealed an ancient treaty with her own blood. But that changed that fateful day I stepped into my father's throne room, the day a legendary monster hunter sailed to our shores, the day a prince ruined my life. Now I'm crossing treacherous lands beside a warrior who despises me as much as I despise him, bound to a future I didn't choose and a husband I barely know. Everyone wants me to be something I'm not, a queen, a spy, a sacrifice. But what if I refused the role chosen for me? What if I made my own rules? What if there's power in being underestimated? And what if, for the first time, I reached for it?
Stunning.
Done. So, why did we pick this book? It said for the Sarah J. Maas girlies, so obviously we were gonna pick it.
First. And also, I adore Devney Perry. Like, her contemporary romance books were really good. So I've been dying to read this one to see how she dabbles into fantasy.
I need to read more of her because this is the first thing that I've read by her,
Oh
and
my
I would
god.
like to read more.
Bluebird Gold. Do yourself a favor. Read that. Beautiful.
Oh, and if we haven't said it already, I don't think we did. Spoiler warning, we're going to be talking about anything and everything in this book. Nothing is off the table, theories aren't off the table. So if you haven't read it, you don't want it spoiled, come back after you've done so. This is your only chance to get it before anything gets spoiled for you.
Okay. So, first impressions of this book. what were your first impressions going into it initially?
Immediately, Hot Guardian.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, because we
Uh,
cannot read a book that has a, mysterious, broody, handsome male character and not instantly fall in love.
uh, First impressions, though, right off the bat, I was liking the world building. I like how she introduced the characters. I liked how the plot was immediately like thrown in there. Like you kind of knew where it was going. It was just a good start. I was immediately hooked. Now I did listen to the audiobook as well, but immediately just grabbed me in
Yeah.
and I couldn't focus on anything else. I was cleaning when I first started listening to it, and by the end of the first chapter, I was already sitting on my bed cuddling my dog just listening.
Like, freeze, like, if I'm like, say if I'm washing dishes or, like, folding clothes while I'm listening, I will literally stand there for, like, 15 minutes just holding an article of clothing, listening to the audiobook. So I feel that. It was definitely gripping. I did get a little overwhelmed with how many, um, people were being brought into it, like, I was trying to rack my brain to remember, like, who's who. Because by the time that, like, they get on the boat, there's so many names thrown at you. But and I know that we'll get into this a bit more when it comes to, like, the world building and stuff, but, it wasn't too bad. Like, it didn't feel as much of a, like, clusterfuck as what, Crescent City felt starting
Yeah,
that book.
yeah,
So, it was definitely an easier book to get into in terms of, world building. It was just a lot of names, so I just felt a little overwhelmed.
yeah.
Mhm.
Fair enough. I get that.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of answered the next one.
There's the next one. Oh, how'd you feel after the first few chapters? Yeah, yeah. I mean, did it feel obvious to you?
Yeah,
Okay, because
yeah.
it definitely felt obvious to me, like, there were
I can't remember the last time I read a book that didn't feel obvious.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but I like what I like. I'll read the same thing in a different font 1,000 times and still be happy. So
Yeah,
I'm a simple
agreed.
gal.
Yeah, and I think we answered the next question too with, like, was it a hook you right away or was it a slow burn? I
Yeah,
still felt it was a little bit of a slow burn, like, it wasn't like I don't know, like, it didn't, like, just, like, throw you in the deep end, like, it did still feel like a bit of a slow burn, but as for, um, like, hooking right away, like, that it was definitely like, immediately my interest was piqued. I wanted to know what the hell was going on. There were, like, hot guardian, prince, mute, and, like, weird priest guy. Like,
yeah.
what's going on? Like, is this, like, a really weird threesome? I don't know.
It's like she's supposed to be marrying the prince, but clearly the guardian
Yeah.
is the one to be sought.
There was a lot of tension there, and we love tension
Yes.
and banter.
Yes. Oh, it was so good.
It was really good for banter.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a hook you right away.
Yeah.
Speaking of the guardian and the prince, let's talk some characters.
Mhm.
As soon as I pull up my little cheat sheet of characters.
Yes.
How did you like Odessa?
So I have this thing where there's not very many female main characters that I like.
Yeah. And now you're gonna be comparing everyone to Aelin.
Yes. So I'm definitely drawn more towards the like badass female characters, the ones that don't take shit,
Mhm.
they get shit done, So like Aelin, like Nesta, more so in later books. I'll
Yeah.
just put it that way. Um, and I know I'm literally just naming off Sarah J. Maas characters, but also Bryce,
Mhm. Poppy.
Poppy, yes, and who else? Who else can I like think of off the top of my head? Nobody. No, but like so those types of characters that really stand on their own 2 feet. I felt like I felt like she could have done a lot less, I don't know, whining, dare I say?
She was giving me the main female from Quicksilver, and I wasn't
Yes.
happy about it.
Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I did like her. Like, it's not that I hated her, oh my god, like, can't stand her. It wasn't
Yeah.
that bad. It was just she could have had so much more character to her. Yeah. I don't know, I just couldn't really, like, connect, I guess?
Yeah.
And she questioned so like, there was just ugh, her inner monologue was just I felt it was a little infuriating.
Almost
Like,
every FMC ever.
yeah, yeah. That's what I mean, like, there's not very many that I actually like.
I say I don't like men, but maybe I don't like just people in general.
People, yeah,
Humans. I don't like humans.
yeah, yeah, I can agree with that. So, who was your favorite character?
The obvious answer is the Guardian. But
The obvious,
to
yeah.
not be a basic bitch, I will go with Evie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the little 4-year-old that should have really been like a 9 or 10-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
my mind, she is like 9 years old.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just ignoring the
Can
fact that Devney said she's 4 and just
yeah.
going with 9. Yeah.
'Cause I really feel like we need to talk about that for a second because
Yeah.
this child was 4. My child is 4 well, she'll be 5 in a couple weeks. So, there was stuff that this kid was able to do that my child, there's no way. Like, developmentally,
Yeah.
no. This isn't what 4-year-olds do. They can't do this. They can't think this way. So it really bothered me having Evie being 4. She definitely should have been like I'd even go as low as like a 7 or an 8. Like,
Yeah. Like, thinking back to what I was like at 7 or 8, I could see that. That seems
yeah.
more reasonable. Before?
Uh no.
Like,
That was a typo. We just
yeah,
right over that.
yeah, yeah. She's
Yeah.
9 forever in my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, I did like her character, aging her up a little. I don't know who I would say was my actual like favorite character. Um I don't know, like I'm drawn towards Talia. Talia, right? That was
T
the warrior.
Tilia?
Talia? Pronunciation is, fluid. Talia Tilia, whatever.
The
I was
warrior
drawn
guide.
towards her. I again probably because she was a warrior badass, but I also really liked the what was the creature? The little cub.
Oh, mm, I don't have that written down, but yes.
Yeah. I'm
Yes.
always drawn towards the little pet. Always. How do you how do you feel about the character growth of the main characters?
It's becoming a
Character growth?
broken record that it's non-existent for the FMC.
Yeah.
There was none
Yeah.
for her.
I agree. I didn't feel like there was a whole lot going for Odessa.
And honestly, even for the other characters, I don't feel like there was so much character growth. It's just like finally revealing secrets because
Yeah.
it was
Oh my
secret after
gosh.
secret after secret.
Yeah.
I'm
And
actually
I
this
do
person. I'm actually this person.
I actually did this.
Yeah.
I cannot believe how much Devney Perry threw at Odessa. Like
Yeah.
she was like, here's all these plot twists right to the face. Like whatever she thought could make a good fantasy trope or twist, she just sprinkled that like confetti over the book, which kind of in some ways like hauled me out of the story a bit. I think because it was kind of excessive,
Yeah.
but it still made like it obviously didn't like take me out enough that I wanted to DNF it or didn't think it was going to be a good book. Like I still ate it up. It was just kind of like a really again, there's something else. Like how much more can Odessa take?
Yeah.
I did find that like she did have some growth after because at the start she was very like I want to um make my father proud. I want to do what he needs me to do. I need to do this for him. Like it was all about her father and
Yeah.
their,
Her
you
father
know,
is like all that is good and need to, yeah. And
grown.
realizing that he is not all that. And
Yeah. Yeah. So I do like how she flipped that pretty quick into the book.
yeah.
Um doing what she was doing for herself at that point instead of her father because she started to question, is this actually the right path? So I do feel there was a little bit of character growth in that sense for Odessa. Did you feel that the characters' relationships were organic? Like whether it's romance, friendship, or the rivalry, did it feel organic or forced?
Most part, it felt pretty good. A little lusty to start, but I wasn't mad at it.
No, never. Yeah.
I definitely feel like the friendship between her and Evie was probably the most like genuine and the most like
Mhm.
uh built friendship, well built friendship
Yeah.
between the two. Because every other second, like someone was taking off and she's here with Evie. So
Yeah.
we had
Yeah.
a lot of time with them together to grow that relationship.
Mhm.
Did you have any standout moments for characters?
Hmm. Is it bad that I have to think about it this hard?
I made sure I asked the question before you did because I'm having a real hard time remembering anything that happened. I meant to do like a little like Spark Notes rerun before we did this, and I
Can
just
I hold on? It's not just a standout moment, it is just an accumulation of moments. Every time the Guardian called her my queen, every time. Yes.
Yeah.
Um, I thought it was gonna be, like, icky. The first couple times he said it, I was just like, "Oh, this is gonna be a thing. This is gonna be a
Yeah.
thing." And then by the, like, 3rd or 4th time he said it, I was like, "Oh, it's a thing." And just so stoked to hear him say it all the time, "My queen, my queen." And then to find out that, yeah, it's because he is her husband, not just her subject,
Yeah.
her husband.
Yeah.
Oh, yum. Delicious. So
Uh,
as for like the oh wait, no. What was your standout moment now that you've had a second to think? Nothing? You want me to open up to a random? That's your standout moment.
can't find her husband. That is my standout moment, which happens very frequently throughout the
Yeah.
book.
It is so true. Cuz literally it's always Xavier or what is his name? Dre? Oh, that name just like, oh, I don't know. No offense to the Dreys out there if you're listening to this podcast,
That's not even
but
the
it just
worst one.
I no. We that doesn't exist. He's the guardian.
You know what? I blocked it out. I can't even remember what his real name is. I know it starts with R.
Do you
Aside
want me
from
to
that,
tell you? Listen, it could be worse. It could be Roland
you know what?
or
I don't mind that
Ronald.
name.
Oh. Well, Schitt's Creek got that name like kind of ruined for me.
No.
So, no. Ransom.
Why?
Ransom.
Why? Why?
Why couldn't he be Xavier and just
Talk about
leave?
a name that would dry you up like the fucking Sahara Desert.
Yep. Do you work that into you know what I'm
Guardian is 1,000 times better.
the guardian.
Yeah,
Yes.
the
So,
Guardian.
plot and pacing. I know we've already kind of talked about it, but did you find the pacing of the entire novel? Like, was it too slow? Was it just right? Was it action packed? How did you feel overall?
I found it pretty good, and I like I said, I listened to the audiobook. I think the narrator of the audiobook did an excellent job as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah.
really well done.
I like it. Was it the same narrator as Butcher and Blackbird?
Kind of sound like it.
I think one of the Butcher and Blackbird, like that series, I think.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I probably should have looked at
and
that
those
before
are
I
top tier audiobooks.
Yes. Yes. Agreed. Yeah, so plot, pacing.
I think the pacing was great. I had no issues
Yeah.
with it. I never really felt like it slowed down much. I once I got into it, I finished it pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think there was enough action, enough romance, enough
Mhm.
like actual plot itself. Nothing felt like it was being overdone.
Yeah. I felt like there were quite a few like action scenes
Mhm.
in this. Like, yeah.
The
I think it
last few
was
romantasies I've read, though, Throne of Glass aside, have been very spice heavy, where every other page is spice, and I don't care.
You know what? I'm feeling that too. Um very like I'm kind of being put off by it.
Yeah, like, I don't mind, like, I can't even say a regular amount of spice because who knows what regular is for that
Yeah.
anymore, but it doesn't need to be every minute of every day that they're
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah. Like this, I found that this book was a good balance
Yes.
because there was only really like a couple scenes that were
And they
there
were
was a lot
well
of
done, and it made it
yes.
enjoyable to listen to.
Yeah. And there was a lot of build up.
Yes.
So it wasn't just for the sake of like the wow factor of like all these like crazy scenes. It was literally a crazy build up to give
Yeah,
you
I'm
that scene and
starting
it
to
just felt so
appreciate
well
the
done.
slow burn romances much
Yeah.
more because now when I pick up a book and they're getting it on in the 1st or 2nd chapter, I don't care to read the rest.
Yeah. I agree.
Immediately know I'm done.
Yeah. And who knows, I mean, maybe we'll go back. Um,
Being little smut beans.
yeah, and
But,
that's
like, there's a time
okay.
and a place, like, if I wanna read smut, I know the authors, like,
Yeah,
I'll read an erotica, not a
yeah,
romantasy, if I want
yeah,
smut.
yep. Yeah, I feel like I'm just leaning heavier into the fantasy or sci-fi side versus
Yeah,
romance, to be honest.
I
I
want
mean, I've
nut.
been reading um Red Rising and like Project Hail Mary and like these books are there's like no romance. I mean,
Yeah.
at all really. So,
Like, I'm trying to get through the audiobook for our next book club book, and, like, I watched the show, and I feel like I might just join the club and just say, like, "I watched the show, it's enough,"
yeah.
because it's quite literally just porn,
Yeah.
and I just don't
And
care
that's
to listen to 5 more hours of that.
yeah. That's how like I haven't even started it because I know that's what it's like. Look at us. Why are we why are we being prudy? No, I'm kidding. We're not actually being prudy. That's not fair of me to say that about us. Because we're definitely not. So far from it.
Yeah.
But were there any of the plot twists that actually shocked you? Because we know that there's a lot of plot twists in this book.
Yes and no, and I wouldn't be able to pinpoint which ones actually shocked me at the time because they literally all came like
Yes. Yeah. There were a couple that got me. Um, who was it that's with Brielle? Was that her
The
no, like
fake
lady's maid?
prince was with her, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Was
Xavier?
Brielle with the one that she was originally engaged to? Banner. Was it Banner and Brielle or Banner and Josephine? Either way, whichever one it was, like I was I was kind of shocked about that. Um I know like from the start, you know that she's kind of like heartsick, we'll say, because you get that inkling that there was somebody that but I was still surprised by that. Also the fact that the guardian and his mother that she was the one that like created this
Yes.
um what was going on with him like the and he was like patient zero. That that fucked with my head. I thought that was a pretty well done twist, I think. 'Kay. Did you feel that the plot was original or did it borrow heavily from tropes? And did you care?
We already kind of went over this.
Yes.
It's kind of a same story, different font to many romanticities.
Yeah.
They're all written from the same tree,
Yeah.
just different paper.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
I can't remember the last time I read something that actually felt fully unique and not done
Mhm.
before.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it's gonna be harder and harder getting those kinds of books,
Yeah.
I think. Mhm.
The couple times that I have felt that, either reading, like, a thriller or something, probably most likely, especially, like, early on, Frida McFadden, the first few books I read by her, it
Yeah.
probably only felt new to me because it's not my go-to genre. If I read more of the genre, it probably would also feel very overdone,
Mhm. Yeah.
which is how I felt by the time I got to the end of her books.
I think I'm done. Like, I haven't
Yeah.
had an interest in picking up any of her books since, The Crash? I know
Yeah.
I tried reading The Tenant, and I DNF'd that because I could not bear to stay in his mind any longer.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So, yeah.
I didn't even bother starting
Yeah.
that one.
I Nope, no interest anymore, which is kinda sad, but is what it is.
Yep. Did you find the world immersive? Was it easy to picture
I
for someone
hate
who
that
doesn't
question.
picture things?
Fucking hate that question. No, okay. So I will give Devney Perry that. She did a really good job painting this world. I think everything about the magic system, and I think this is something that comes up, yeah, the next question. Um, but I did find that it was really well done in that sense. The way that she described the scenes, the places, I could obviously I couldn't like see it, but it was so well done that it just stuck with me. So, I think she really excelled with that.
And it wasn't too much. Nothing ever felt like it was being info dumped on me.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally the only thing was the start when there were like a
All the
handful of
names.
names. Yeah. Yeah. That was really it, but you get past that pretty quick.
Did you find the magic system clear and consistent?
Y- yes, but uh yes, but I did also have like obviously a lot of questions because she didn't answer everything in this book. We know that this is book number 1. There's going to be more. So there are a lot of open-ended questions about the magic system.
I'm really
So obviously
worried that it's gonna have second book syndrome and it's just gonna be a big info dump of
yeah, okay. So that is where like I kind of where I'm comparing well, I did like for the book club. I compared this to Rebecca Yarros because she blew it out of the water with Fourth Wing. And that was her debut romantasy, book coming from contemporary romance. So
yeah.
there's a lot of parallels here between Devney Perry and, Rebecca Yarros. We also know that Iron Flame was a massive info dump, and it did, like you said, that second book syndrome. Like,
I remember when we did Iron Flame for book club, I think I was the only one pretty much that didn't hate on that book for being an info dumper because I'm used to the second book being a little more like that.
Mhm.
But then she did it again in the third book. And that just pissed me off that I went back and changed my Iron Flame rating because I was just mad.
Well, that takes a special kind of anger to go back and change a past
Yeah.
review.
Like, I'm always supportive of, like, the second book
Yeah.
being a little more, like, you need to think about it more, you need to grasp more information, and it's a little less plot, less storytelling, and
That
more
is
lore.
your that is the one, like, real window you get as a romantasy author or even just a fantasy author. Book 1, you've set up the relationship between the reader and the characters. So now you have that relationship already established. Now, book 2, that's where you can start bringing in all of this history or all of the intricacies of the world or the magic system. And you're not going to lose your reader because typically you hook them from book 1 because it was so easy to read, so easy to connect to the characters, the world, etc. So like I definitely, like you said, agree and understand the second book being the info dump book.
Yeah. Like, at this point, the only reason I'm gonna be buying Rebecca Yarros' next book is because those books look so pretty, and I want to finish the collection because I already spent so much money on it.
Yeah. I know. I felt like that too. Especially with, like you said, with the third book being again another like
Ugh,
heavy with the history and world building. Like, girl,
and there's no need for 6 books. There's no need.
no. Not unless like shit really hits like the fan, that like there's a lot of change that happens coming up. Then I can
Yeah,
see it leaking into 6 books, but
but
oh,
even saying that though, like, I still wouldn't say it needed 6 books because books 2 and 3 didn't need to fully happen. All of the useful information out of those 2 books could have been 1 book or half a book.
yep, agreed. I agree. Hopefully, Devney Perry is on the ball and she is learning from like Rebecca Yarros and Sarah J. Maas. You know, like you can tell that there's inspiration there from those authors.
Yes.
So maybe she's gonna be, not that I'm not saying that Sarah J. Maas hasn't like, done
She's
well with,
guilty of it too.
she is. Not quite to the extent of what Rebecca
No.
Yarros has.
No.
But yeah. Oh, was there any of the, like, world building elements that you found were, like, unique and that you loved?
Yes.
Yes?
I remember thinking like, "Oh, that's so cool," while I was listening to it. Do you think I can remember what they were now?
Leading up to this big epic reveal of what you thought was
Nope, it's gone.
no,
It's gone
that's
out of my
that's
brain.
totally valid, because same, really the only thing that I can remember right now are the creatures. Like, I thought she did a really good job with all of the different,
Yeah.
and I know I've had the pictures of them, if I can find them too.
Yeah. In a perfect world, we would have recorded this a month ago when we finished it.
Yes.
That didn't happen. So unfortunately, my brain has not kept up with a lot of the information.
Okay, I found them. So there were like the marrow wheel.
Mhm.
They were the sea creatures. They uh black eyes. They had 2 in the front and 2 on the sides. Like the way that she the sapphire blue scales, um iridescent fins, bone protruding from their skull. Like she really paints quite a vivid picture. There was the lion wick, which was like a cat with a spiked barbed tail. There was the Berry Wolf. Um, we also had a Grizzer, which is like this massive bear. Uh,
Hmm.
Tarkin, that's what her
Oh,
little,
yes. Yes.
yeah. Tarkin, that's what the little cub was that she
Yeah.
found, the Tarkin, and that's like um red and ar- red and orange. Oh God, the movie coming out. Red and orange armored scales covering its back, snow white fangs and claws, red fur striped with pink. That's so cute. And then violet eyes. A very I don't know, like, it sounds cuter than what it should be, I guess.
Yeah.
And then the other one was the Crux, which is the, like, the flying, raven-looking birds. Yeah, so, like, I just thought that bringing in these, like, new creatures were great. I think it's a good flex.
So, what was your personal rating out of 10?
Give me a second. Give me a
Yeah, I did
second.
think this before.
No, no, I should've, um oh, okay, I got it. I'm going to rate it 8.5 or maybe 9. Um, no, 8.5 my queens.
Ooh. I'm going to give it 8 sly smirks.
Ooh. Yeah, there's quite a
I'm
few of
thinking about
those.
you, Guardian.
Ransom.
Ugh.
Oh. I'm so sorry to anybody that's named Ransom. We're not hating on the name. It's just it just doesn't suit after calling him the Guardian to find out that his name is just Ransom.
Ransom.
Bleh. Oh, Guardian. Ah. So would you recommend this book and to who would you recommend it to?
Yes, and to any of my bookish besties that like a good romantasy.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Anybody that likes the um less less spice but quality spice
Yeah.
and a good healthy build up to it.
Yes. Nice slow burn.
Yeah.
Are you interested in reading more by this author?
Oh, yeah. I'm a massive Devney Perry fan. I really enjoy her writing. I think she did a good job leaning into fantasy. There were
Yeah.
still a lot I found that was heavily contemporary romance coded
Yeah.
that she was bringing into fantasy, which kind of didn't work great. But what are you like? What are you going to expect if she's going from contemporary romance to fantasy? Really? And it wasn't enough to. I mean, we still rated it 8 and 8.5 out of 10. So it obviously wasn't bad. But yeah, I'm really intrigued to see how her writing evolves from the first book.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to book 2, and I'm looking forward to reading a contemporary of hers.
Bluebird Gold.
Yes, dear. That'll be the one that I read.
That is like, oh, the main male character in that book is just, yeah. You'll see.
Now, this is something I have not given any thought to because I have been in excruciating pain for the past month. But do you have a dream cast for this book?
Theo James as the Guardian. Miles Teller as Xavier. I just want to see hot men. I'll
That's the
play
clip.
Odessa.
That's the clip. I just want to see hot men.
Please. Okay. Fan cast for I have to see what other people have come up with. So, cuz like
Yeah.
I just, I can't do that
Yeah,
myself.
anytime
Okay.
I like visualize something, I see like the suggestions that other people do, and I'm like, that's better.
Okay, so Abigail Cohen as Odessa. That's valid. 100%. Like I would be surprised if Devney Perry didn't actually like model this character after Abigail Cohen. Um, can Yamin as the Guardian?
Oh, hot men incoming.
Okay. Paul Mescal as Xavier, not Xavier, Xavier. Oh, um, uh, McKenna Grace as May. It's not It's not terrible.
Yeah,
I don't know who Olive Gray is for Tilia, but okay,
sounds
I
like a
could.
decent cast. I like that.
Yeah, yep, yep. I still stand by my casting though. Yeah. What about you? Is there anybody else that you can think of that you would cast in that?
Not really.
I think that's a pretty solid list, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a girl on Book Talk, and she does a lot of fan casting videos of who she would pick, and I've never seen anyone pick more book accurate actors than
Yeah.
she does. She's so good at it. And just
Is
her
that
recommend
Brittany?
I can't remember her name. I watch her
Okay.
videos all the time.
Yeah,
Can't
just
remember the
don't
name.
know what her.
Really
Yeah.
curly red hair.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love her.
I think I should double check that that's her name before I very confidently say.
She is who recommended Metal Slinger, and that ended up being my favorite book of 2024.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's Brit. I don't know if she goes by Brittany or Brit, but yeah, Brittany.
Yeah, so if you haven't followed her, follow her because she is great. She's entertaining. She does great fan castings. She does great suggestions for
My God, her
books.
content is just hilarious too. Like
Yeah,
she is her tag is listen with Brit with 2 T's. Brit.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Her
yeah, I
videos where it's
adore.
like how hard I dance is how much I like the
Yes.
book. I,
Yeah.
and then it's just like a bad book is just like face plants to the ground. She just fucking kills me every time.
Yeah. Agreed. So, if there's one thing, if you were tasked with changing one thing out of this entire book to make it better, what would you change?
Giving the main female character a brain.
Yeah. Whoop, there she is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that one, that I feel like she needed a little more, I don't
Common
know,
sense.
care and planning into her character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do we want to give a little hint to our next side quest? Side quest
Yes.
number 6.
Number 6.
There may or may
Yes.
not have been a hint this whole video. However, maybe we'll just go with vampires.
Ooh, yes.
We're finally doing the vampires, guys. It's finally happening.
We might disappoint a whole fandom if we don't do a certain fire.
I'll give you guys a hint. It's not Twilight.
It's not Twilight. Not yet. Eventually, I will convince. I will convince you to pick Twilight.
I feel like that needs to be like the series though, and not just book 1.
Yeah, not
Like
just the first
I
one.
need to talk about all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree completely. And then like the like spin-off books too, or I say spin-offs, but
Yes, I haven't read that yet. I have it and I've had it
oh,
for ages and I haven't read his point of view one.
ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Eventually we're gonna have to do that series.
Yes.
Yes.
But for now, it is another book about vampires.
So stoked. I
Yee.
love vampires. I love vampire books.
Yes.
So,
Vampires was my awakening into weird.
yep,
And that's as
yep,
much detail as I'm going to give on that right now.
yep. I went from like Twilight was the first vampire series that I had read. Um, but then into True Blood,
Yes.
and that was like my first oh, I think I'm too young to read these kind of books, but they were so good too. But yeah, so oh my god, we didn't do our caffeine rating for Shield of Sparrows. Was it a decaf read or a like stay up till 3 a.m. high caffeine chaos kind of read?
If this was high chaos and this was decaf
Mhm.
and this is the center, I would
Mhm.
probably go about here.
Okay. So you're at like a
A breakfast roast.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would go with like a yeah. Yeah, like a latte,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah. It's not like
It's not an
pure
iced caramel latte. It's just a latte.
latte. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well.
Well,
So April 7th, we will be back to our regularly scheduled programming of our journey through Throne of Glass. After a bit of a hiatus, and as
we
for
don't
our
need to talk about that.
yeah, and as for our next side quest episode, we will see you July 1st. So until then,
Keep an eye out on our Instagram for more hints on what the next side quest is going to be.
oh yes, always.
Yes. Toodles!
Bye.
We're here